Growing up in the early and mid 2000s gave us kids a lot of creative food products that aren't around anymore. Twistables fruit snacks in their variety of flavors, Yogo's yogurt bites which included a plastic dispenser, and even that grossly colored Grinch ketchup which I used frequently back then. While the food products themselves are pretty cool, what about the dinnerware you'd eat meals off of? No one wants to use a boring old plate, that's not fun. I did have a variety of character-themed plates that I used, but aside from the picture, there wasn't anything special about them. However, that changed when the most memorable plates in existence released nationwide, and kids like myself joined in on the craze that brought animal faces to the dinner experience. These are Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals are a line of paper plates which combine the concept of animal faces and a unique shape for an incredibly fun dining experience. Every plate features a cartoony animal design in bright bold colors, and breaks the sections of the plate down into threes. The larger areas are used to hold bigger food items, while the smaller ones are mostly reserved for sides or condiments. But what makes these even cooler is how there were a variety of different plate arrangements for each animal. Some designs used the smaller sections as ear placement, while others placed them at the bottom for legs. Rarer plates were even turned on their side for fins and tails, making this a really creative idea. According to archives, Zoo Pals first released in 2003 by the Hefty brand, who makes a variety of disposable dinnerware, but are probably best known for their trash bags. These plates saw a nationwide release across grocery stores here in the US, and even got their own ad campaign, complete with a catchy song. I remember this ad playing a lot, and it was probably where I first learned about them. This made it really fun buying all of the different sets and seeing all of the different animals in each one. I gotta tell you, just picking out which one you wanted to use was a great time. I even remember pulling out a couple of my favorite designs, the whale and the penguin, to hang on my wall. However, the number of each animal in the packages seemed random, so you had to decide which ones you wanted to save and which ones you wanted to use and throw away. It really goes without saying that these were a big hit, and as expected, the Zoo Pals universe would soon expand. In the following years of its popularity, the main series of plates would release new animals, including the Baby series, which featured a couple baby animals along with the larger one on each plate. Cups, bowls, and utensils were also released, and used many of the classic designs from the plates. Zoo Pals even acquired the Arthur license and released a set based on characters from the TV show. Though as far as I can tell, this was the only licensed set that exists, and I can't even remember seeing it in stores. In fact, I only vaguely remember the cups and can't recall the dishes or utensils at all. As the 2000s neared its end, so did the popularity of the Zoo Pals brand, and according to archives, production largely ended around 2007, and by 2010, they were completely gone. I think a lot of its decline is to blame on the knockoffs that popped up in grocery stores and dollar stores as time went on, which were marketed to be cheaper and more budget than the name brand. Zoo Pals as a whole is so obscure nowadays that it doesn't even have a Wikipedia article, and the images you find in a quick search are just about all that's been archived. Unfortunately, the Wayback Machine can't even help us since the Zoo Pals website was entirely Flash-based and can no longer be accessed. I'm sure there was a master list of all the animals on here at one point, and maybe even a game or two. However, if there's any positive to come from these roadblocks, it's the fact that Zoo Pals themselves are not hard to find. There are lots of sealed sets on eBay for nostalgic or dining purposes. It's still a little sad that these were discontinued and haven't seen a return in any form since. If Hefty decided to revive the idea, I'd definitely buy them again. Or maybe they could get new licenses for series like Pokemon, which would work great with the concept. Even if Zoo Pals does stay in the past, I'll always remember the fun I had with them. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out some of my other game-related Lost Media videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Finn.